In the equation above, t is a constant. If the equation has no real solutions, which of the following could be the value of t? Again, keeping in mind with our theme that every question has a concept, you want to ask yourself, what kind of function is this? And what does it mean to have no real solutions? There are actually two ways to do this, again, as I've been mentioning. One of them is algebraic, the other one is using Desmos. Let's use Desmos because it's really efficient and quick. If you're going to plug in this equation into Desmos, you're going to be using the slider feature because we have an unknown variable that we're trying to solve for. But remember, if you're plugging something into Desmos, you have to move everything to one side. So our equation has to be y equals whatever that equation is in Desmos. So that means we have to subtract t from both sides. So the t's cancel here, and we end up having y equals 2x to the second minus 4x minus t. That's what's going to be going into Desmos. Let's fire it up. Okay, so let me paste that equation in there into Desmos. Type it in, y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus t. Notice the moment you have a weird unknown, it's going to add slider as an option. So you're going to click add slider. Now, what does it mean to have no real solutions? I want you to remember that if you're graphing a quadratic function, you could have a scenario where the graph is crossing in two places. That would be two solutions. You could have a scenario where the graph is only touching the graph at one place and bouncing off. That's one solution. Or you could have a third scenario where the graph doesn't ever touch the x-axis. That's a no solution. So the black example, there's actually many ways this could happen. The point is the graph would never touch the x-axis. So we're looking to see which t value, as we slide this, is going to cause the graph to not cross the x-axis over here. So watch the slider. As I move to the left, notice the graph is going higher and higher. And when I'm there, we have one solution because it's exactly on it. So if I move a little further down, farther to the left, that is, right there. So you see at -2, we have one solution. Anything less, when the t value is less than -2, then we don't have any solutions. So now let's look at the answer choices to this question. And there you have it. We have choice A is -3, and that is the only answer that is less than -2. Remember, as we were playing around with the slider, we saw that if we make our slider any number less than -2, for example, -2.3, the graph goes above the x-axis. You notice here, we don't have any solutions. So any number that's less than -2, and that makes A the answer to this question, because -3 is the only answer that is less than -2. All the other ones, if you move the cursor to -1, you'll see you have two solutions because the graph is crossing in two places. All right, at 1, of course, and then at 3, we always have solutions, so that's it.